Hello, my name is Leonardo Muller Rodriguez, and I'm here with Vanessa Haripersad, who is the CEO and founder of Shankara People Solution, focusing on improving leadership and resilience using neuroscience in the corporate environment. Now, resilience is such an important thing nowadays, where there's so much uncertainty. How do we become more resilient? We might look for a therapist. What if that therapeutic model doesn't align with us? Vanessa, have you made resilience more tangible? Do you have a model for resilience?
Yes, I actually have. So I created a model over many years. It's called the Resilient Leadership Framework. It has 4 leadership capacities. It's called SCCR. Self-awareness, compassion, curiosity, and resourcefulness. So this leadership model actually was born out of my lived experience.
Right. So tell me a bit about that origin. Why did you start this company? What was the inspiration? Was it to solve something that you knew? Did you experience something, or to solve a problem in society? You mentioned experiencing and going through lupus.
Yes. So 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with lupus. It is an autoimmune condition. So an autoimmune condition is something which the body doesn't recognize itself anymore, and the immune system starts to attack itself. So I had severe nerve damage.
Right.
And I lost all feeling in my feet and my hands. I had to stop driving. I've always been a high performer, and the traditional idea of resilience, of just bouncing back, didn't work for me anymore.
Right.
So over the years, I developed a framework in order to help me navigate the workplace and maintain my high performance. So that's how the SCCR came about. It was a way for me to be kinder to myself, get to know myself better, understand how I could still apply my strengths, and access resources that were available to me and look for new resources. So that's how the system came about.
Interesting.
And about 2 months ago, actually, the framework unlocked a new level of awareness. So I found myself in hospital where the doctors told me that my kidneys had failed. So imagine, I was not ready to hear that. I think I'm very young. And I wasn't ready to be going through dialysis. So I had to apply my framework and really go very deep into being kind to myself, trying to understand what was going on, being compassionate, listen to what was really going on, tap into the resources I had available. And something really spiritual happened to me. And I found myself healed within a week. So I'm happy to say that as of now, I don't have lupus anymore.
That's impressive.
I went through a spiritual transformation and came out completely healed. And so now I'm going to be writing a book about my experience, because it was a very sacred transformation that happened.
That's amazing to hear. I'd be really, really interested in reading your story and the details. Wow, must not be easy, especially I have type 1 diabetes, which is also a chronic autoimmune disease, and I'm always looking for ways to improve my condition. And going through that chronic illness and finding ways to be resilient has pushed you to develop a model that's unique, includes being kind to yourself and the self-awareness, compassion, curiosity and resourcefulness. Have you been working with other people, and have you found fulfillment in that? I mean, you've just described an amazing spiritual experience, which must have been very fulfilling, but in general, have you found fulfillment in terms of people's, communities' lives that you have affected?
Yes, so I'm also very passionate about empowering youth and women. I found that a lot of women that are leaving the workplace through retrenchment don't offer kindness to themselves. There's a lot of self-criticism, and a lot of their identity is tied to their corporate life.
Right.
I experienced the same thing when I left corporate. For the 24 years I was in corporate, my identity was tied to the performance of the company, the brand of the company. And when I left corporate, I didn't know who I was anymore.
Right.
And I battled with imposter syndrome trying to figure that out. Mm-hmm. And so I help women overcome imposter syndrome, breaking the pattern. And I also help youth develop their identity, build self-confidence. And so my work, I focus on using neuroscience-backed technique mm-hmm. to help youth get into the workplace.
Fantastic. That's the new generation of workers, and it's very important to teach them to talk to yourself in a very kind way. I think I really resonate with that aspect, being compassionate to yourself. I want to do a last question, which is, how do you see growth for your company in the future? Quick fire, choose the one that's most resonating with you. Are you trying to scale the business, improve access to youth, for instance? Are you trying to make your business more sustainable? Or are you trying to develop more research and development so that you have a better impact? Which one do you think is the priority?
I think it's scaling the business. I think that the leadership framework that I developed is very relevant right now. It's unique because the system is very different to what's out there. Current leadership frameworks are outdated. The SCCR framework is unique in that it's human-centered and it's made for the times that are dynamic. So I'm looking to apply it globally. So my focus is making it accessible to a global audience.
Amazing. One way they do that is you post on LinkedIn about your model and ways to use it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. I almost forgot about that. I actually started yesterday posting a 39-day challenge,
cool.
Sharing insights on the framework and how you can lead through uncertainty. Yeah.
Vanessa, it's been my pleasure to have you here, and it was a great conversation.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with scaling the
business. Great
business.
talking to you.